Right. Now we are aware of it, system defined functions. Let us move on to the user defined functions. It's shortly known as UDFs. Though we have a lot of built-in functions, sometimes we need to write user defined functions. Function without arguments. We are writing simple function, we are writing, and we are seeing how we can write a simple function. For example, I am trying to go for here one of the function we written. First one, whatever you are seeing, that is called as header. What is this? Define function header. It is nothing but name of the function we are trying to provide it. This is called as define the function body. These are the two things which are important. Once you define that one, whenever you want to call that one, you can go and you can call that one using call the function like this. Let us go and try to do this activity, then we'll move on to the next one. I'm trying to open it. Okay. Define function def, then what is this? Welcome. Enter. Automatically we got the colon. Automatically we got the indent. We got it. Now whatever we written, this is called as what it is called as. Whatever we written, this is called as what? It's called as header. It is called as header. It's called as header. Okay. Define header. Now next I want to define here body. So let us go and try to define here body. So before defining the body, you want to write some comment about this function, what it is going to do. Then we are going to write here some comment using three quotes. It may be single quotes or it may be double quotes. And whatever you written, this is called as doc string. It is called as what? It is a doc string. It is a doc string. And next I am writing here one empty line. And next I am writing here one more line. It gives about the function more information. Then we are trying to write like this. So generally this is called as heading in the doc string itself. In the doc string itself, this is called as what? Heading. And heading and details you have to separate with one line, right? That's what one line we separated. Then we are writing more information, we are writing it. Then we are writing more information, writing. This is whatever we written, it is called as doc string. Now go and try to write the body part. We are writing here function body part. This is where the actual logic is going on. And observe, this intent is observed here. Intent is very important. Now we are writing here print, then we are saying as welcome to functions. Welcome to functions, like this I written. That's it. This is what I want to define it. Now I am trying to select this one, then I am trying to run this one. We can observe now it is ran. Now I want to call this. Is it any output is came? No. I want output, I want means, then I want to call this one. I am calling this one welcome function, I am calling it. If I call this welcome function, you can observe now what we got it. Welcome to functions, we got it. So welcome to functions only we written over there. Wow, great. We know now what you mean by header. We know now what you mean by doc string. We know now what you mean by body. We know now what you mean by calling the function. Calling the function, we are aware of it.
So in this case, we don't have to use the braces.
Braces are not required. That's where nowhere we are using the braces. Even the for loop also we did use. Even while loop also we did use. The functions also we are not using. In Python, braces are not required. In that place only we are using indent. Indent is going to take care of the braces. Braces are not required. Now, okay, with this we completed one activity. Let us move on to the second example. What we are doing in the second example? Function with one argument. I want to find the square of the given one. For example, let us say I am writing here square. I am trying to go for the square of given number. We are going for it. Let us say square of x, and is a function we are defining, right? We have to start with the define. Then at the end, enter here. Then I want to write here print. Then whatever number we have it, x, power of what is this, 2. Then end. I am also sorry. I want to call this function. To call this function, we have to write what is that, square of, let us say 12. I am writing it, for example. Now if you go and try to execute this one, tell me what is the output we are going to get it. 144 we are getting it. So this 12 we are passing as input and we are trying to print it. And we are trying to take here one argument we take here, that is excellent. This is what? Create function with one argument. Create function with one argument. Create function with one argument. That is excellent. Now I want to do here one more activity. Let us say, did you use the return statement anywhere? Did you use the return statement anywhere? Can I write the same thing with the return statement? Right. Let us go and try to write here create function with one argument. I am writing here return. Then we are trying to return whatever we have here, the logic. That logic we are returning it. Now let me execute this one. Still it is going to print. What it is going to print, we'll see, observe it. Now we executed. What we got? 144. So you write the return or you write the print working in a similar pattern. Okay, return also. Even you can provide here brackets also. You can provide it. You can provide what? Brackets also you can provide it. If you provide the brackets and without brackets also, it works in similar pattern. Got my point? Okay, now we understand what you mean by return. Function with one argument completed, function with one argument and return value we complete. That's what the return statement we are writing it. Function with doc strings. Already we completed the doc strings, right? Okay, next is what? Function with multiple arguments. So value 1, value 2, two arguments are passing it. Okay, let me write here next one, that is create function with multiple arguments. Okay, now tell me, sir, how to write it? Define. Then I want here, let us say square. Instead of say as square, I can say rise. V1 comma V2. Then what I want to do is, whatever we have given the numbers, I want to return one number power as a other, V1 and V2. Now go and try to write here rise. And one more point is, this rise is coming in the what color? Blue color. Blue color indicates it is a built-in system defined one. We should not use system defined name for our user defined. So that's what we have to go, and we have to change this name. I am giving a rise one, I am giving it, because built-in function name I should not use for the user defined one. So rise one, I am trying to write here, let us say 10 comma, let us say 2, I am writing it. What is the output I am going to get it? 100. So these two are mandatory arguments or optional arguments? Mandatory arguments. For example, I am providing here V2 is equal to 2, and I am not providing here, let us say, second argument. Will it work or not? It is going to work. Why? Because you defined what is a V2, we defined it. Suppose if I provide here 3, I provided, what is the output you are going to get it? Here default argument what is given? 2. But what we are passing here? 3. 2 will be replaced with the 3. It will be replaced. Now go and try to observe here. Unexpected. Oh, I didn't select this bracket. Okay, let me select here the bracket. Then try to run it. What you got? 1000. If you are not providing, it will take the default one. If you provide it, whatever you provided, that will be taken. That's how R also working, right? R language also similarly it is working. Okay, with this I completed functions with multiple arguments. We completed. So we learned here. What we learned? 5 exercises we learned. Functions without argument, functions with one argument, and functions with one argument and return values. Then we went for functions with docstrings, functions with multiple arguments. We learned about it. Functions with multiple arguments. We learned about it. Okay, good.